the challenger, a Chicago native making his first attempt at a world title. His record, 21 wins, no losses, 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated challenger, Mike Lee. Opponent is the defending world champion, a Nashville native now fighting out of and training out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Also undefeated, his record 18-0 with 10 knockouts, and he will be making the first defense of his title. Please welcome the undefeated and newly crowned IBF super middleweight champion of the world, known as Sweet Hands, introducing Caleb Plant.
That's who I made my wife. Said I die alone and told that she probably right. One thing that's for sure, not a stranger to this life. Gotta say this mother Franklin and a shoulder full of stripes. You don't know it like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. Got me chill fade, you can pull my foul yourself. Spot rag, swallow rocks, I'm getting high myself. Damn right, I like the life I built. West side 60, I might got killed. Standing so tall, I think I might got stills. Legendary brother like Mike, like Will. 96 Impala, thug like 4 wheels. Up against the wall, squabble at 5 tails. Like a boss ask me how I feel. Successful street, touching their first meals. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Plant, Mike Lee, 12 rounds for the IBF Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Looks like neither of them can wait for Saturday, July the 20th, but they will. It's going to be live on Fox Sports and Fox Deportes. Once again, it is brought to you by TGB Promotions and Sweet Hands Promotions. You don't want to miss this. It's our main event on Fox. Let's meet our principals for this main event. First, a Chicago native and a graduate of Notre Dame University with a degree in business. But from the year 2010, his business has been boxing. He's undefeated. He's ranked the IBF light heavyweight #1 contender. He is actually moving down in weight, bringing that power with him to the 168-pound division. His last fight, he had a unanimous decision win over Josh Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome hungry, proven, battle-ready, top contender. Please welcome Mike Lee.
How's everybody doing? I'm excited to be here in LA. This is where we have camp and we've trained for a while, so this has been home to me. Even though I'm born and raised in Chicago, and I plan on bringing this belt home for Chicago, LA has become a second home to me, so I'm extremely grateful to be here. Today has basically been the culmination of years, hard work, sacrifice, discipline, scars all over my body, years in the hospitals. It was a tough road to get here. I'm 21-0 for a reason, and I think a lot of people in this room probably underestimate me. And that's good, I like that. I've been underestimated my whole career, ever since I got signed by Top Rank. Whether it was 10-0, 20-0, but here we are. I've thrived with that, people thinking I can't do it, so I'm not the kind of guy that comes up here and talks a lot of smack. Like I said yesterday at the New York press conference, I respect Caleb Plant. He's a champion for a reason. And I respect any fighter that can stand up here. And what it takes to step into that ring in front of millions of people, you gotta be a different kind of animal. And I am that animal. I'm gonna come there July 20th. I'm gonna come with power, I'm coming with strength, I'm coming with speed, bigger guy, and I'm coming for that belt. So I'm gonna give it everything I have, and that's the plan. You're gonna see the new IBF world champion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike. It's certainly a pleasure to hear from two very articulate fighters. Our second articulate fighter now will have the microphone. He's the defending champion. He's the reigning champion, and his last fight was an unanimous decision win over Jose Uzcategui, who was the champion. He knocked down Uzcategui 2 times. He's a 26-year-old Nashville native, now training out of Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone now a fighter known as Sweet Hands. He's the exciting, undefeated, reigning IBF super middleweight champion of the world, Caleb Plant.
First off, once again, I'd like to thank Al Heyman and PBC and Fox for joining forces to create this massive platform for people like myself to continue to display their talents. I'd like to thank my manager, Luis DeCubas. I'd like to thank the MGM. I'd like to thank my head coach, Justin Gamble, and my father, Richie Plant. Recently, I seen in a video where Mike was talking with a reporter, and he said, "I'm always watching motivational videos, trying to learn that mentality." That's a quote. You see, the reason he's trying to learn that, the reason he's searching for that, is because he has not been through the necessary things that it would take to instill in someone at the proper level. All the motivational videos that he watches and books that he reads, the manifestation videos that he watches and books that he reads, I'm the very essence and meaning of that. I'm the pinnacle of all those things that he studied. Because you can study all you want, but you can't learn the shit in no history book. And you can't learn mental fortitude, because those things are earned, they're not learned. You see, he's been standing on dry water his whole life, reading and learning how to swim, but he's never been in the deep end. July 20th, he's in the deep end. He's in uncharted territory. So I'm curious on how he plans on beating me. Does he plan on roughing me up, pressuring me and breaking me down, knocking me out and getting me out of there like my last opponent, Jose? Is he going to do that better than he could? Does he plan on outboxing me with his boxing IQ and his hand speed and his foot speed? No way. There's not a person from 160 to 175 who could do that. Does he plan on beating me here? Because all the things that he's read and learned outweighs real life events? Absolutely not. Does he think he's going to beat me here because he's had to dig deeper than me to sit in this chair? Absolutely not. You see, you keep standing here saying, I'm not much of one to stand here and talk shit. But I'm not into that either, because I'm not doing that today, and I wasn't doing that yesterday in New York either. I'm stating facts. Everyone in this room and everyone who's tuned in knows it. He knows it, and I know it. These are just facts. I'm not into standing up here yip-yapping and spouting out a bunch of nonsense and raising my voice, because I don't have to raise my voice or do any of that for each and one of you to know that I mean exactly what I say, and I say exactly what I mean. And if you check my track history, everything I've said has been written in stone. But everything he said all my past opponents, all my critics who said that I couldn't be here and that I wouldn't win this world title, everything that they've said has been written in sand. Commitment. I've been committed to the same thing for the past 18 years straight, non-stop. I've been through hell and back. In rain, sleet, or snow, I stay committed to the same thing. And commitment, that's an important word. Commitment. One that many don't take as serious as they should. You used to play basketball. Did you commit to that? You played Pee-wee, high school, and college football. Did you commit to that? You have a financial degree. Did you commit to that? You do acting here and there. Did you commit to that? Because you're looking at someone who's been committed to the same thing day in and day out. I'm bred for this. I was created for this. It's the only thing I've done my whole life. July 20th, I'll be defending and keeping the thing that I've worked my whole entire life for. And that's written in stone.
Thank you, sweet hands. Caleb Plant brings intensity not only to the ring, but also to the podium here. You don't want to miss this fight. It's July 20th at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, the IBF Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Now we move along to our Q&A session, a chance to hear from the participants and their teams as well. Please welcome to the microphone the talented...
I'm here to hear me talk, so let's jump right into it. Caleb, champ, last time I saw you, we were standing in the ring. You were overcome by emotion after winning your first world title. You said this was for your daughter. You've had to battle through so much adversity. The loss of your daughter in advance of the title, the loss of your mother after. Where do you find the strength? Where does that come from to just keep coming back?
For me, it's simple. At every decision that has to be made, you can go left or you can go right. And from the genesis of my being, every time that it was time to make a tough decision, I went left. Because I do not fold, and I do not break, and I do not bend for anybody or anything. So, no matter what's tossed my way, no matter what's put on my plate, this journey must go on for me. Because as we spoke in New York, he said he has nothing to lose. But for me, myself, I have everything to lose. Because that's how I keep a roof over my head and food in my belly. So for me, it's easy. You just continue to put one foot in front of the other. It'll rain some days, but it won't rain forever. The sun will come out. So.
Mike, I saw you smiling through his speech there. You guys had a few words here. What are your thoughts of Caleb?
I appreciate him watching me online so much and learning about what I'm up to. If you admire me, thank you. You know, the point blank is I do it all. Yeah, I've done those things and I've had fun, but I've been in the gym every goddamn day working too. You know, when I spent 2 years in that hospital getting diagnosed with that autoimmune disease and having 7 fights since, when doctors told me I could never fight again, I'm standing right here. My face is up there because I had the balls to push through that pain. I never talk about someone else's pain. He doesn't know my story, I don't know his. That's why I say I respect him as a fighter. But if he's so intense on watching YouTube videos and quoting me, thank you, man. I appreciate the admiration.
A jack of all trades, but a master of none.
Caleb,
Write that down somewhere.
why am I here? Caleb, you told me in the fight fighter meetings in advance of your title fight that you've always been on the B side. You've always been the underdog. Well, now you're the champ. Has your mindset, how has that changed your mindset, if at all?
I'm not the A side. Check my track history. I'm not supposed to be here. This is just, that'll break down, that'll fade. As beautiful as that thing is, and as much weight as it holds in the boxing world, it's about more to me than that. It's not just about belts and money and fame. It's not why I'm sitting here. It's about legacy for me. So my mindset hasn't changed, as my father said. I've been looking at myself and talking to myself and carrying myself as a world champion since the day I started this. So it's really nothing new to me. I'm the same person, I work the same, I talk the same, I act the same. I'm the same person I've always been.
Mike, when you got the word that you were going to fight for the world title on Fox, what was the first thing you did?
I started crying. This is a dream come true for me. I've wanted this so hard. I've been through so much. Days I thought that my boxing career, my dream would be over. I've been chasing this dream since I was 8 years old, through all the ups and downs. So, I started crying, and I was so excited for this opportunity. And I thank Fox, I thank Al Heyman, I thank PBC for putting me in this opportunity and letting me go after this dream. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm chasing a dream that others thought I could never have. Most of the people in this room, to be honest. And that's why I don't go online and check all that stuff, check what people are saying, the quotes. It doesn't matter to me, because the beauty of this sport is at the end of the day, it's only me and Caleb in there. Everybody else sitting out there can talk. Half of them never even been in a ring. 99% of them never even been in a ring. Know what it's like to have thousands of people be a main event and millions of people watching all over the world. Know what it's like to break your nose in the second round, keep fighting 8 more rounds, break your hand in the third round, keep fighting 8 more rounds. I do. I've been there. Because that's the kind of person I am. So I don't listen to criticism of people, anybody outside of my team. All I think about is myself. I focus on myself, and I know that if I come July 20th as the best Mike Lee possible, that I can win. I don't worry about anybody else. I'm not worried about Caleb, his team, any of the reporters. Quite honestly, any of you people in this room. It's not my parents or family back there. So it means nothing to me.
Caleb, I hear you saying no way. What do you mean by that?
No way.
No way? No way he's going to beat you. No way he's going to take your title.
No way. Because I'm not concerned with the people in this room. I don't care about those cameras. I just told you I don't care about the cameras and the fame. All that comes with this. It's not that he should be worried about, and it's not that separates me from him. I have been bred to do this. On your website it says you picked up boxing after your senior year of high school. So did you start this when you was 8, or did you start this after your senior year of high school?
You want me to sign an autograph for you after this or something?
I study. You should try some.
Study my website? Okay.
Yep, I study everything about you.
We'll set up a little autograph section right over there for you. I'll give you some Mike Lee gloves. You've been looking at me so much.
What you need to do is keep some of that Mike Lee CBD, because you're going to need it for that ass after I knock you out. That's exactly what's happening as you get knocked the fuck out from July.
Actually, I appreciate the CBD.
Make sure you keep some of that CBD, because you're going to need to rub it on that tail end after I kick that ass.
You're just making me money up here, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Keep making me money.
Well, enjoy this payday, because this is your last big one after you get knocked the fuck out.
As you can see,
Knocked out. You have to knock someone out in 8 fights.
An incredible fight on Fox. We could keep going here, I'm sure, but we have some lunch to be had, and I know you fighters want to go relax, get off this stage, take a moment as you get ready for this big fight, July 20th at the MGM in Las Vegas. You're not going to want to miss it now. We'll have the fighters face off. I'm sure it will be an intense one, and we'll bring up my friend and Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr. to close things out. Guys, if we could face off, please.
We're going to bring our fighters together, one last photo opportunity. We're going to get a team shot as well. Reminding you, we will serve lunch following this, and we'll come back with the epic welterweight showdown and our press conference for the WBA Welterweight Championship of the World. Pacquiao, Caleb Plant, Mike Lee. The champion versus the challenger takes place once again at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Saturday, July the 20th, live on Fox and Fox Deportes. Tickets available at AXS.com, in person, on phone, MGM Resorts International Box Office, brought to you by TGB Promotions and Sweet Hands Promotion. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant, and Mike Lee.
Si te gustó nuestro contenido, suscríbete a nuestro canal. Y si no te gustó, también. No puedes jugar boxeo.